Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Johnny Vlogs. I'm John Lorden, and before we get into today's topic and a special little surprise for you guys at the end of the episode, I first have to thank Roxanne Ford and Amber Grant, both new Patreon supporters. Thank each and every one of you out there, but specifically for this week, this episode of Johnny Vlogs is brought to you by Roxanne Ford and Amber Grant working together to support John. Thank you both so much. I truly, truly appreciate it. Now you're probably looking at the picture going, what's today's topic about, John? Well, I've been having this little thought lately, and I believe it's only in fair disclosure for me to start this with. I'm a vegetarian. If you've seen some of my older Johnny Vlogs, I've talked about it a little bit. Had a bunch of great conversations with other people that are vegetarian. I'm actually very close to being vegan. Typically vegetarians, there's kind of different classifications, but vegetarians will still eat cheese, use milk products, and eat eggs. Some of them will even eat fish. I basically don't eat any of those things except for cheese. Cheese is the one thing that I just have not been able to let go of. And there are great substitutes for cheese, but there's just something, it's not the same. And also, if you eat out at all, it's already pretty difficult in terms of ordering when you're cutting out meat products. And to take it to that next level of cutting out dairy just becomes really, really tough. You really have to start going to specialized places in that case. And I like just going out with my friends to normal places every now and then. So I am still a cheese eater, but that's basically my one distinction between being a vegetarian and a vegan. But when you look at how we exist on this planet, and I'm talking about us as a people, which includes meat eaters out there. I'm not discriminating against you guys. I'm actually bringing you into consideration here. I'm having a thought about alien life. Now, I know there's a lot of theories out there that say, hey, look, if aliens are smarter than us, they're going to stay away because they see how we treat ourselves, how we, don't take care of all sections of our culture, how we war with each other over seemingly frivolous things. But I think even more than that, if I was an alien looking at the culture of Earth, I'd be wondering about that fact about them eating other species. So my question for all of you today is, would you eat alien? And do you think it's tasty? Yes, I'm serious. And let me tell you why. I think there's this really tough question that I have in terms of making some type of distinction between what animals are okay to eat and what animals are not okay to eat. And I watch a lot of cooking shows, and it's really sometimes strange to me to see people that are not freaked out by, chopping up pork or cow or something like that. But if they get a certain part of it, like a tongue or a heart, it just all of a sudden grosses them out. And I have trouble with that distinction. I'm wondering if as a people, if we had these little gray guys show up here, and if we did not think they were as smart as us, so see, that's a little bit of a trick in this question. If they show up here, we're going to make the assumption that they're smarter than us because they've got interstellar space travel. So let's change that equation a little bit. Let's say that we go and find them. We find this planet full of little purple gray guys like this. And let's say we don't think that they're so smart, definitely not as advanced as us. Do you think that it might start itching in some people's brains about, I wonder what we could use them for? Potentially, it might even raise questions of using them in some type of slave fashion. But outside of that, if we saw them truly as a different species and something that was, quote, lower on the food chain than us, do you think it'd be that far off of us actually saying, hey, you know what? Martian McNuggets, what do you guys think? I don't know. I can tell you I did do a race one time. I did a half marathon around Area 51, and the finish line was at a place called Alien Jerky. And it didn't occur to me about, I wonder if they're saying that the meat is actually alien meat in their jerky. But now it does occur to me. If there was alien jerky, would you guys eat it? I don't know. So it's weird because I think all of us now, because we don't have this reality of aliens that we can rely on and say, we know for sure that they're there, we know what they're like, we've, interacted with them. I think we have this big giant question mark and this kind of serious respect about that topic in terms of believability. And most people, when they hear me ask that question, will probably say, John, you're crazy. No, there's no way that we're going to be eating aliens. But push that thought forward a little bit. Take it to the point where after we have found them, maybe it's been 10 years, maybe it's been 20 years, 30 years. At some point when that gets normalized, do we start looking at them as some type of commodity, and is one of those uses for them potentially as a food source? We've seen a few movies where aliens come here looking for food sources. What if we flip that equation around? Maybe someday we're going to be looking for aliens for food sources. I don't know. What do you guys think? Please let me know in the comments below. And I know I did say at the start of this video I had a little surprise for you. I actually have to go grab that little surprise, and I'll be right back. Hang on. Is there something on my head? What is? Hey, Chloe. Chloe. Why don't you turn around and see everybody? There we go. So this is Chloe. She is a new addition to the family. She likes being up on my shoulders, which is kind of cool. She has a brother that likes that too. Oh, there she goes. She is our new little kitty. You come here. Just so you can see, she's got this. Oops. You go, girl. She's got this awesome patch on her face. Isn't that adorable? So as I had mentioned to you, we took a little time with Gary and Shelby and let them kind of readjust their relationship, and they certainly did adjust that fairly quickly. They were spending a lot more time being closer together, and it was really a little tough to come to this decision. The wound of Molly leaving us is definitely still with my wife and I. But we felt like it was time for us to start looking. We looked into the local Humane Society, and their website is updated very consistently with kittens there. We knew that we wanted to bring a girl into the house to help balance out the two boys. And so far, Chloe's been doing a very good job at that. I have to just say, if anyone out there, if you're looking to donate to a very good cause, please, please, please check out the Humane Society. I was totally blown away by the people that worked there, the facility that they had, and it was pretty amazing that it was pretty much the first cat we looked at. Her name was Aslan at that time, but we brought her home and named her from another character from our favorite show, Smallville. So now we have Shelby, who was Clark's dog, and Chloe, who was Clark's childhood friend. So a little bit of geekiness in the naming convention there, but she's been getting along very well, particularly with our orange tabby Shelby. Gary is a little bit older. He's a little cantankerous still. He's not really doing anything bad to her. He's coming around this corner where it seems like he wants to play with her. He just doesn't know how to quite do it yet, and she like springs on him, and then he'll kind of, give her a little. But nothing serious has happened between the two of them. But her and her brother Shelby are absolutely in love with each other. They play with each other for hours each day. And he is so gentle with her. He's pretty big. He's probably, I guess, about 3 times her size. But he is so gentle with her when they're playing. It's really, really cute to see. So that's the new addition to our family. And I know I've talked a bit about the grieving process and going through this change. It's really interesting to me that I don't feel like Chloe is a replacement for Molly. It really feels like she is the 4th cat, and I still have these times every day. There's certain moments where it just strikes me how much I miss Molly, and we've got a lot of reminders about her around the house. But Chloe just seems like the 4th one, and I only wish that Molly could have been here to meet her for herself, and maybe she would have got to know her big sister. But outside of that, it's been amazing. She's a little love bug. She's a cuddler. She loves to hug your shoulder. And by the way, that's me sweating in here because I turn off the AC so you guys don't hear it. Don't worry, she didn't pee on my neck or anything. Anyway, that is it for your surprise today on Johnny Vlogs. Actually, it's more of a surprise for me, but I'm really happy about it. I hope you guys enjoyed getting a little glimpse into Chloe, and I'm sure she's going to grow very quickly over the next few months. Thank you so much for joining me. I will catch you on the next show on the Geek and Dorks channel. Take care, everyone.